We are so excited to have y'all here and learn a little bit of why we love Plexus. Um, I am just going to tell y'all a little bit of how I came to Plexus. I was 2 months postpartum, and I honestly was looking for an extra stream of income because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom for my son. And I was also having trouble producing milk to breastfeed. So somebody reached out to me and told me about Plexus after I had already kind of looked into some other network marketing businesses. And I found that this business actually was changing people's lives. I thought about it, I prayed about it, and I saw that I would be able to change people's lives, not just because people needed to produce milk for their babies, but because they needed blood sugar balance, they needed decreased inflammation, and they needed gut health, basically to help heal their bodies. And so I decided to do it, and I have been blessed beyond measure from, first of all, I was able to feed my baby, but second of all, the income potential of Plexus. I am now able to go to the grocery store and not have to look at the price tags. I am now, I have already paid off one of my credit cards, and I don't, we're not living paycheck to paycheck. And that is an amazing feeling. That is, to me, financial freedom. And that can be for anybody. $300 a month, $500 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever it is that you want to work for, you can get. And that is basically what I wanted to share. And now I'm going to pass it on over to Karen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Karen. I am a mama of 3. My oldest son just went to JK. Almost had a broken heart the other day, but sending him on the bus by himself. But so I never knew about network marketing. I didn't start this business because of the business. I thought network marketing was you have to have parties and you have to bug people all the time. I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. I started because my sister started having results, and the things that she had issues with, I was also having issues with. I had my daughter by then, so 2 children, and I was a hormonal mess. My hormones were all out of whack. I had lots of issues going on after having kids, and I wanted help. I had no joy. I wasn't sleeping well. I had no energy. It was just a mess, brain fog, everything. So I jumped all in with the products, and I saw results right away. And my sister had shared with me that this could be a business. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm an X-ray tech. We're fine. We don't need this. But it would be nice to get my products paid for. And as I was already seeing results, so I know of a whole pile of people that could use this. I'm seeing results. I couldn't help share. So then it became, hey, I could use this as an extra income because, yeah, I'm an X-ray tech, but why are we living paycheck to paycheck still right now? Like, we were struggling to get by because I had been on some mat leaves. And this could be extra income. If I don't get there, that's okay, but might as well bless people along the way and see what happens. So I started out kind of not really doing the business, but I was. I was getting people involved and I was making some money. So eventually I thought, hey, I could be a stay-at-home mom if I wanted to, and only do my job casually if I wanted to, when I was available, and just have the time freedom to be home with my kids while they were little if I chose to do that. Not having to have a schedule and have to work every other weekend or whatever it was. And not have stress over finances, because a lot of our arguments were on finances because we were struggling a bit. We wanted to travel, we wanted to give the kids what we wanted to, and donate when we wanted to, whenever we could, to whoever we wanted to. But one of the main things I like about this company is the community. I didn't know I was lonely. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't know that I was missing out on friends. And right away, the community of women that I got involved with were so supportive, positive, They encouraged me. They helped me grow when I wanted to grow. They weren't pushy, but they were there for me. And it was just amazing. I've gained so many friends through this, and it's just been a blessed that way. It's just blessed our family as well, with the income. While I've been on mat leave and COVID happened, we were able to purchase our forever home with a big yard, enough rooms for all of us, room to grow if we wanted to. And we were able to do that when people were losing jobs and while I was on mat leave. So I know this income is real income. It's helping me be able to pay for groceries. Eventually, it's going to help with our higher taxes, our property taxes, and just bills that we have for this home, and do all the things. I was able to get my child's new backpack and whatnot for school with my Plexus income when I got paid, and it just broke my heart the other day because I was invited to a Facebook group that was supporting moms who were sending their kids back to school with holes in their backpacks or holes in their shoes or old clothes that weren't fitting them because they couldn't afford to buy new stuff for their children. And that was just heartbreaking. And I know this can help so many people who have lost their jobs. You can work from home because you might be scared to send your child to school. It's opening doors, and it can help so many people. So, I mean, not even with that, but with energy and everything too that moms struggle with. So sorry for getting emotional there, but that's why I love Plexus.
That's amazing. I'm so excited and I love your heart. All right, Martha, it is your turn.
Okay, so my name is Martha. I am a gold ambassador with Plexus. And when I started Plexus, I did not come for the business. I came for health. My husband and I have owned a conventional business of our own for the last 12 years. And if anybody here watching owns their own conventional business, you know the stresses that come with that. Cost of the building, whether it be for purchase or rent, then comes the cost of the maintenance of the building and improvements, or maybe you run out of your own home and on your own yard, and now your yard is no longer your own place, right? Because that's where people come for your services, and your work is always there. You never leave work when it's in your house. In fact, our office was right off our kitchen table, so it was always there. Then there's the stress of employees, hiring, firing, hiring, quitting, hiring, and it just goes and goes and goes, right? Also the cost of inventory and bookkeeping and never-ending bills, and it's just a non-stop cycle, it seems. And so if you are a conventional business owner, you can probably feel with this. I spent many days praying that God would help us make ends meet because stresses were high. And sometimes when you stress, you can become an avoider, and that is where I was. I was not really trying to think about the future because it felt like the future that we were wanting to have, we weren't getting there. So I prayed that God would help us make ends meet many times. I had stomach aches many times. Let me tell you, He has always carried us through. It's my first time sharing this out loud, so not only did He carry us through, but He provided something that it took me such a long time to see that what a big opportunity this was. He put this opportunity right under my nose for something bigger than I could ever imagine. He has given me an opportunity to run my own business from my own home, from anywhere. In fact, I take this camping, I take it everywhere. this doesn't have the stress of the inventory, the building, the staff, all the stuff. I don't have to ask for time off if my kids are sick home from school, or if we want to go on family holidays. This business doesn't cost me thousands of dollars to start up. In fact, when I started, it was $53.38. If you start this month, it's $9.95. I don't have the worry and stress of all the inventory, the hundreds of dollars of licensing every year. What I have is a consumable product that people want and need. People order these products every month because of the difference that it makes in their energy, their immunity, weight loss, mood, IBS, sleep, cravings, as well as finances. And me too, I didn't realize how lonely I was when I came to Plexus. I have gained an amazing community of support, daily support, energy, or encouragement, guidance. From the day that I started, I have gained personal growth. I have travel opportunities, as well as a chance at an income with no lid. As I said, I prayed, God put this under my nose. All I had to do was take action on what He has given me. It's all there for me. This business is flexible, it's portable, it produces residual income, and the income has no limit. The awesome thing is, it's there for you to, anybody can do this business, anybody. So I have a question, or maybe a couple. What would it mean to you to be able to make an extra $500 a month, an extra $12,000 a year? That's where I am with being at the gold level. That's only the third level or rank in the company. $12,000 extra a year. What would it mean for you to not have the stress of overhead costs if you are running your own conventional business? What would it mean for you to be at home with your family more? So we are all here. We would love to share with you what this would look like. If this is something that appeals to you, if this is something that you have maybe been praying for, it's easy to get started and anybody can do it. And besides, you could feel better to boot.
Thank you so much, Martha. That was beautiful. That was awesome. And yes, the community of Plexus is so amazing. I'm so glad that you and Karen both touched on that. And Catherine, are you ready? Take it away.
Yeah, you guys got me all emotional there. It's so beautiful hearing everyone's different stories. My own story, I absolutely always said there's no way I am doing anything like this at all. But I found myself having had my third baby and I was desperate for energy. And I was kind of looking at what my friend was doing and seeing changes in her and very hesitantly skeptical, but I was desperate and I needed support. So I set aside my concerns and just trusted what I saw in her. I saw the changes in her. So I just started with addressing my gut health and did start feeling better. But as I started feeling better, I started realizing if this was making such a huge difference for me and my ability to show up as a mom and be present for my kids, I know so many moms who are wrestling with so much stuff that it was exactly what I was going through, that brain fog, exhaustion, just feeling like I couldn't get through the day, lack of motivation. I mean, the list goes on. And I really started seeing the potential in that. And then pairing that at the same time, my husband and I had recently, or a few years prior to that, had planted a church. And it is a small start. And the church kind of sustains itself, but my husband has to work part-time in retail. His retail part-time is what paid our bills at the time. And so I was also at that time realizing that there were some things going on with my son that we started to need to pay attention to. It ends up, as we have figured that out, we now understand that he has been diagnosed with autism and ADHD and anxiety. But about that time, we were looking at sending him to school and saying, that's not a good fit for this little boy. He needs to be able to bounce around my kitchen while he learns his ABCs, and run around in circles while we're teaching him math. And so all of a sudden, I shifted from the idea of being a stay-at-home mom for a few years to homeschooling indefinitely. And so it was this very unexpected, we hadn't planned for financial piece, where also my husband had taken a really big risk to be in ministry the way that he was. And we found ourselves in a place where we always had everything provided for, but I look back and think logically that should not have taken place. Like, we were supporting a family of 5 on a part-time retail income. Looking at homeschooling, I would sit at a table with all my friends and they were so excited about sharing their curriculum or all the resources they had bought or the fun field trips that they were doing. And I just would look around at them and think, oh, that's so amazing. I so want that for my kids. But we were in a season where we just had to, we really, really had to fine tune what is a need and what is fun and what is extra. But that boundary of what is extra really, really got cut tight in a way that was very uncomfortable. And I'm thankful. I'm really thankful for that time, because it was a beautiful season in my faith in seeing that things were always provided for us. But it was a testing season. And so as I started seeing how many moms I knew who could benefit from this, I also it clicked in, like, we could really, really use this to support our family, to support my husband's ministry. And then beyond that, I mean, the beautiful thing about the team that we're on, I was still a little bit skeptical about it. Like, how are people using this business? And then started seeing story after story of people using this business to support orphanages or programs supporting people coming out of trafficking, or all kinds of just beautiful, beautiful things that I started seeing people using their business and their income in incredible ways. And it kind of was that, like, highlight from the sky kind of moment of, like, we can use this to support our family in ministry. And it has been a road of working on facing some of those fears and all of those things and all of these limiting beliefs in myself, in feeling like I couldn't do this. And then realizing, no, all that stuff was just in my head. This really is a simple process. And there's this beautiful system laid out for us, and it is simple. It's just that we make it difficult in our heads because we are facing our fears, or we make up these stories in our heads about all these things and we overcomplicate it. But it's so beautifully simple. And I love getting to be a part of this beautiful community where we're all stretching ourselves and growing and challenging ourselves, the personal growth together, being able to lean in on my friends when I'm having a hard day and saying, hey, my mindset sucks today. Can you help lift me up? And just the encouragement and the support, and doing these beautiful things together where it's about supporting our families, but it's about doing really cool things beyond that in so many ways. And I just am so thankful for what I find myself a part of.
That was beautiful, Catherine. Thank you for sharing. I love how everybody has brought God into this and is showing how He is just supporting and providing all of our needs. And whenever we're faithful, He's faithful to us. All right, Ithia, go ahead.
I love that you were able to say my name. Okay, so sign me up. Like, I joined Plexus 7 years ago, you guys, and now I'm just going to sign right up again because of all of you guys. If anybody ever doubts or wonders what this Plexus business is about, they just need to listen to this video right here and be like, yes, that's what I want. I want to be among women who have hearts for others. I want to be the ones who are passionate for giving and ones that see other people struggle and they're like, I think I could help them. I think I know an answer, even though I'm scared. Like, several of these ladies were scared to share today. Several of them had never even talked about their business before because they're like, what are people going to say? They're going to think I just want to make money. They're going to think it doesn't matter. Okay. They still put their hearts out there. And for you, because they care about you, they did it for you. It was hard for them. Okay, we get so passionate about the products because we know they work, and then people have this idea about our business. It's weird. They don't understand it. They don't know what it's about, and they get weird about it, and then they make us feel weird. But we don't need to feel weird, you guys. We are blessing people so much. We're blessing our own families, and look at you guys. Like, I'm so proud of you. I'm just going to sign right up again because I'm so pumped about everything you guys said. Okay, so what do I even have to share? I don't know what I'm supposed to share after everything you guys said, but I'm just going to say, like most of these ladies here, they joined not for the business. Like, one of them wanted more milk for her baby. One of them wanted to be able to make those payments. Somebody wanted a better job that wasn't so stressful, or a better energy, stuff like that. So, and Catherine, she wanted to be able to, help her family and help her health so that she could be more, a better mom for her kids. You know how much better you can be at your jobs at home when you feel like, okay, let's do this day, kids, let's do this day. So this is usually why moms join this business, is when they're like, I can see other moms having more energy and I need that. But they don't think about it that they're joining a business. They're just like there for the wholesale prices of the products. So almost everyone that joins this, when they become a 6-figure earner and they're asked, like, did you join to make money? I think it's like an 80% that say, no, I just wanted more energy. So if you join Plexus just for energy, but you're thinking about doing the business, remember that that's almost what everybody has done, okay? They're just thinking, maybe I could help someone else. So when I joined, I actually joined for the business because my husband told me to. He saw the compensation plan. He saw how they pay. He's always so interested in other businesses and other money opportunities. And he sees our friend sends us a link and he looks at it and he's like, this is the one, honey. This one's so good. This one pays fairly. It pays right from the beginning. And he was really excited. And I was the one that was hesitant and was like, I don't want to. What are people going to say? It's one of those weird things. I don't understand it. It's like you sign up and then what? And you have to go on stage and you have to talk and like weird stuff. It was in my head about this business, like really weird stuff. And, and when I looked at the products, I got so excited because I'm like, this is for everybody. This is for everybody. Everybody needs this. So why wouldn't I tell people? Like, why wouldn't I? So as I started sharing with people, I just started talking about it to other people. As I was sharing and started making income with it, I was like, my mind, like when I joined, it would cost $35 to join. My first paycheck was $30. And I was so excited because I was thinking, okay, $5 more. And I'm like, everything from there is just like, where can I go with this? Like I could just imagine like how big this could become. And I started dreaming about, we could travel. Like that was my number one thing. I wanted to travel, and yet we never could because of my husband's job, and we're always at home, and it just wasn't a possibility for us. And I'm like, what if I could retire my husband? What if I could go on my Amazon website and not take all the stuff out of my cart? What if I could go and buy all the organic raspberries and strawberries that I ever imagined? Like that was one of my things. Organic berries is one of my things. And I just started dreaming and thinking this could be a possibility for my family. And I was like, but what if I bring all these women with me? I'll find women who want the same thing as me and I'll ask them to do it with me. And it just snowballed. And look at the beautiful faces in front of you. They are just my heart now. Like, I would do this for nothing just to be in the presence of women like this, who have the heart like this. This is what God has intended, you guys. Like, I cannot explain it enough. You have to be there to experience it. Come just for the community and see what it feels like, you guys. So we were able to accomplish that with Plexus. All of our dreams that we had with money, this is all aside from helping people with their health in drastic ways. This is the icing on the cake that we're talking about here. So I'm just inviting you guys to join this opportunity. If you've even thought about it for a minute, what if I could? What if I couldn't? What if I couldn't do it? We're going to tell you why you could do it. Let us breathe belief in you, and you can. Thank you for letting me share, you guys. I think I'm the one who's supposed to sign off. I'm supposed to do the awkward bye thing.
Okay.
Oh, thank you guys for sharing. Unmute yourselves and let's just say bye to everybody. Thank you for coming. And yeah, like Martha said, this, how long is this on for? $9.95 that they get to join for? Now I don't even know how long.
Till the end of the month, yep.
Yeah, you guys, there's nothing holding you back. Let's start. We are so excited to do this with you. So thank you for letting us share with you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.